All right, shalom, shalom. Before I get started, I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Hakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders, millstone, and shalom, Wakasah, Laha, Bakyard, which is peace and mercy to the elect throughout the four corners, wherever it may be. I'm the brother Amar from the branch of GMS Cleveland. Come back at you another video. Lord willing, be edifying to whomever may be watching. And just want to do a quick video. This is and I'm not, I don't know this brother personally. I just heard his testimony, and like I said, it's not a not a video, more so rebuking them and coming at him. I just wanted to add some spiritual insight, or apply some scriptures to what he was talking about, and kind of give a different perspective on it. But he gave his testimony on why he left GMS Indianapolis, and he was talking about, like, he was going through some problems. He spoke about how he had to travel in order to link up with the brothers, and it was pretty much hurting his pockets. Like, it basically it was costing a lot of money to go to and fro, which is understandable. You know what I'm saying? So the brother was honorable about how he went about the situation, but I think he did mention that he could have handled it better how he left. He mentioned, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that he could have suck or seek more counsel on the situation. And then I watched Elder D-Mash video briefly about the situation, and Elder D-Mash was saying that if this brother would have came to them, they would have tried to help as much as they can, to help accommodate him, to help getting him to and fro to camp, or fellowship, and so forth and so on. But anyway, I just want to get into some scripture, because he also mentioned about how he's a single father, and he had dealing with situations with his daughters. But I gotta say this too. You know what I'm saying? You're not the only one. Brothers on the screen. He's not the only one that's dealing with being a single parent, being on, or having to deal with traveling. But all in all, like I said, he could have went to the brothers and the elders and the brothers out there in Indianapolis, just pretty much been a little bit more frank or open about what he's going through. I don't know the details, but yeah. Let me start it off in this real quick, man. This is I'm gonna just pretty much read damn near the whole chapter. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 1. It says, "The elders which are among you I exhort, who am also an elder and a witness of the sufferings of Mashiach, also a partaker of the glory that shall be revealed." It says, "Feed the flock of Yahweh which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre." And brothers always talk about lucre, and I'm not. This part has nothing to do with him. I'm just breaking the scripture down. When it says filthy lucre, it's not always pertaining to money. It's pertaining to unrighteous gain, or gain gotten by pretty much wickedness. So it says, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind. It says, neither as breaking down the first part of the verse, it says, "Feed the flock of Yahweh which is among you." So we have to constantly feed the flock of Yahweh Shemel Shah, regardless of our situation, whether you're a single parent, man or woman, or if you got a situation going on where you struggling with money, and that's something that majority of brothers do go through. You have to find a way to figure it out, make it work. But it says verse 3, neither as being lords over Yahweh's heritage, but being examples to the flock. So we have to be examples to the flock, which the flock is talking about the nation of Israel, in particular the elect on this go around, because the elect is the only ones the Lord has preserved for our salvation. So it says, verse 4, it says, and when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. And that chief shepherd is talking about Yahweh Shai. That crown of glory that will not fade away is talking about what ultimately receiving the kingdom, receiving the promises that the Lord has promised us. I'm going to jump down. Verse 6, it says, humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh, that he may exalt you in due time. Right? And this is something that we all battle, man. All right. We have to keep in mind that the Lord controls these scenarios and these situations that we're placed under, and that we have to humble ourselves down and accept what the Lord is doing to us, and just go with the flow. And then the Lord will, like Scripture just said, he will exalt us in due time. He will lift you up. He'll get you out that situation, whether it's you being broke or you being, single parent or whatever the case is, man. The Lord will get you out of that and put you in a better situation. So it says, verse 7, cast all your care upon him, for he cared for you. So you have to cast all your care upon Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. So what this brother in particular was going through, and like I said, this is not a video like just straight up rebuking him and just getting on the brother, because I don't know him and I don't know the situation. I'm just using this video for edification and to like I said, add my 2 cents on. So what he should have done, this is my personal opinion, and it's backed up by Scripture, I gotta say, he should have asked for more counsel regarding his decision before he made it, and then made the decision afterward. And then he could cast his care upon Yahweh Shem Shai, because the Lord gonna take care of us, man. And these scriptures I'm about to go into a little bit more, is going to dig into it. So I'm going to get this real quick just to back up that first Peter, was I just read. Just to back up that first Peter 5. That first Peter 5, and where was I just read? Yeah, just to back up that first Peter 5 and 7. So this is Psalms 55 and 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. So yeah, you gotta, whatever hell you're going through, you gotta cast your burden and your suffering and just your overall situation upon the Lord, and just leave it in the Lord's hand, because we can't control or determine anything that we're going through. There was some shit that happened to me today, man. I didn't have no control over it, so to speak, and it was the Lord's will. But it is what it is. I pray the Lord have mercy upon me. Just like I'm pretty sure that he's praying. But anyway, verse 8, it says, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. And you got to remember that Satan was always trying to single brothers out, because when you're by yourself, it's a lot more easier, and you're a lot more susceptible to these spirits. So you want to stick with the body. You want to stick with the church, which is of Yahweh Shem Shai. You want to stick with the brotherhood. All right, so it's verse 9. It says, who resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. And this is the main point that I want to get into. So he's speaking about all these personal things that he got going on. Well, guess what, man? You're not the only one, man. I have to say it like that because it's true. You're not the only one that's a single parent, or you got to travel, to link up with brothers. Look, there's other brothers in these situations that are going through similar, if not worse. So you usually got to man up and just deal with it. All right. And this leads me to this. This is the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10 and 13. They have no temptation taken you, but such as is common to men. It says, but Yahweh is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that which you are able, Will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that you may be able to bear it. So look, the Lord is not going to tempt you above that which you're able, meaning he's not going to put you in a situation to where you can't get out of it, or you got a hard time just constantly struggling to fight through it. No, the Lord's going to put put what he feels on you that you can bear. But you gotta man up and just deal with it, man. That goes for all of us, myself included, because we all been placed in these situations, or will be placed in these situations where you just gotta deal with it. You know what I'm saying? But just reverting back to the scriptures, he's not gonna tempt us above that which we are able. You know what I'm saying? So even with a situation where he do put us in, he's gonna make a way for you to get out of it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean that was pretty much it. I don't want to cut it short. I'm going to cut it short. I had a few more presets, but that pretty much that concludes this lesson. Lord willing, this brother right here on the screen, he continues to endure. Because guess what, bro? You know, it's only going to get harder from here. So if you thought you had a hard time, doing the work now, I mean, doing the work then, you definitely going to have a hard time doing the work if you are indeed by yourself and trying to do this thing on your own. It's just going to make the ministry that much more harder. So, hey, man, I pray this is edifying. With that, I'm going to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakakodash. All right, don't mind us to the apostle, Israel, Minister on the Shalom.